Okay, so I would like to warmly welcome all of you to coming to the program today. This program is Learn to Meditate with a Trauma-Informed Method for Meditation. And my name is Andrea Wynn. I'm a dream whisperer and a heroic leadership coach. The dream whisperer part is that means that I have a sophisticated set of skills for helping people work through trauma and create a good, wholesome, and joyful life for themselves, even if they have gone through very painful things in the past. And the inspiration for this title comes from the horse whisperer. In case you're familiar with horse whisperers, and they're what I would call even shamanic skill for working with traumatized horses and helping them to come back to to joyful and productive lives. So the core piece of my work is teaching a trauma-informed meditation program called Heal Your Heart Through Meditation, which we've been developing over the last couple of years. And so I'm going to be introducing the basics of that meditation today. And then at the end of the presentation, I will share a little bit about the 7-week program where you can learn that full meditation program and be able to establish your own personalized healing meditation. So then, as I said before, we're going to turn off the recording and have time for questions and discussion. So I want to acknowledge that this program unexpectedly has landed in the wake of the shocking attack on the Capitol Hill in the US. And so I have looked at tailoring this program so that it can be of most benefit to you in the midst of what is happening. And also, as I said in my email out about this, we're going to dedicate the merit of this program to peace in the United States. So on a practical note, before we get started, I invite you to turn off any distractions that you may have, such as shutting off your phone ringer, shutting down email, and anything else that might distract you over this next hour together. So in light of what's happening in the world right now, I do want to take this first moment to set a clear intention for our time together today. So I am freely offering you a deeply authentic experience today where you can receive everything that you need and more. So I'm inviting you into receiving whatever it is that you need. And as you receive what you need, you are generating your own groundedness and peace within yourself. So may this program benefit you, and whatever benefit we generate together, let us set our intention now to dedicate this to peace in the US. So I'd like to invite us now into a moment of silently connecting with the intention I have offered, and as well for you to put in any further intentions that you would like to offer. So let's take a moment of silence now to connect with our intention today. Okay. Inviting you to complete your intention reflection time. And so I'm really excited to be able to be offering a taste of what's available in the Heal Your Heart Through Meditation program. And so there are 3 kind of core parts to this program. And some of these parts really set it as being quite a different kind of program from other meditation programs out there. The 3 parts that I'm going to be sharing today is, first of all, energy psychology. Second of all, connecting with one's inner child. And then the third part is I'll actually lead us in a traditional meditation technique. So so with the first part, with the energy psychology, and maybe I'll just ask for a show of physical hands. How many people here are familiar with energy psychology? Okay. All right. Okay. So it looks like 2/3. That is awesome. All right. So so for those who are not familiar with it, energy psychology is a powerful way to energetically calm and align the flow of the energy within your body by doing very simple techniques. And the Heal Your Heart Through Meditation program goes through two different energy psychology routines, one using Cook's Hookup, the other Donna Eden's daily energy routine. And these are routines that you can do on your own every day and anytime that you need grounding and reconnecting with a sense of balance and well-being. And I think it's helpful for us always to remind ourselves, to remind each other of that. So, so teaching these techniques is beyond the scope of the program today, but I'd still like for you to have an experience, particularly for those who have never encountered energy psychology before. And so what I've decided to do is to do emotional freedom technique, or EFT, or also informally called tapping. And so what I will do is I am going to set my intention to be able to, I will do the tapping, but I'm setting my intention to benefit you and to those who are watching the recording in the future. So I will be spiritually setting my intention to connect with you in order to offer you the emotional freedom technique in whatever ways that the energy is needing to be released within you. So you can set your intention to receive this in whatever way will most benefit you at this time. So I'm just going to take a moment now to spiritually connect with you and with those who will be watching this a little later. Now I invite you to receive this in whatever way is most helpful for you today. One, two, three, four, five. Thank you. So you might find that you feel a little more relaxed, sometimes a little more clear, a little more focused, a little more present, a little more in your body. These are some of the things that can be so helpful. As those of you already familiar with it, can be so helpful about energy psychology. And I feel it can be very helpful for bringing that kind of groundedness and peacefulness into doing meditation. Okay, so now we're going to do a little piece on connecting with your inner child. And maybe I'll just ask for another show of hands. How many of you are aware of, or perhaps relating with your inner child at this time? And it's fine if you've never related with your inner child. Lots of people haven't. But maybe a physical show of hands of how many people are relating with their inner child already at this point. Okay, very good. Well, I feel this is especially a special experience to bring this work to those who have never experienced working with their inner child. So I'm bringing an extra softness and a gentleness for that, for them. So so this morning I prepared just a nice little guided exercise. So so I'd like to offer you this experience today in support of bringing your inner child into working with the meditation. So, so I'll first just invite you to get comfortable wherever you are sitting, and inviting you now to relax into your body. And if you are sitting in a chair, you can maybe even now just tune in to physically where your body is touching the chair, or if you're sitting on a bed, just experiencing where your body is connecting with what you're sitting on, and feeling your weight in those places of connection, and feeling how your weight is being held by the chair or the bed that you're sitting on. And inviting you to connect with that feeling of being held right now, being held by whatever it is that you're sitting on, and feeling safe in this space where you are. And if you haven't already, and if you feel comfortable, inviting you to gently close your eyes. And again, if you feel comfortable, now inviting you to place your hands over your heart center. So just one on top of the other, over your heart, if that feels comfortable and safe for you. And just begin to breathe in gentleness, in through your hands, into your heart. And breathing in a sense of being safe within yourself. And breathing out all of your troubles, just so that you can allow a little time for your own peace right now. All of that out there, outside of that room, can take care of itself for a little while you take time to nourish your own well-being now. So breathing in gentleness and safety, breathing out worry and troubles, knowing that you are free for this little bit of time together today. And maybe even bringing even a little more sort of firm knowing at this point. You're firmly knowing that you're breathing in gentleness and safety, and a firm knowing that you are breathing out all remaining worries and troubles. Now that you've established a safer space within your heart, now you can invite your inner child to come forward. And there's no preconceptions about and what she or he looks like. Just allowing your inner child to appear in whatever way she or he desires today. So it might be an image, it might just be sort of a sense of some energy there. We're extending an openness to how your inner child is arriving now into this safer space that you have created in your heart. Just feel the safety and gentleness and the little bit greater upliftedness that you have created in your heart space, and help your inner child to feel that and know what a very good place this is for your child to come into. Just enjoying in a simple way this connection with this tender, vulnerable part of yourself, your inner child. And we've created this space of gentleness to welcome her or him into. Now inviting you to look at your inner child's face. And, you could just even imagine what her or his face looks like. Maybe the child actually has her or his face turned up towards you. And now you can look into your inner child's sweet young eyes with a peaceful, warm, and gentle love. So you are now giving her or him a bit of love through looking into their sweet young eyes. So this can be simple and light, and it takes absolutely no energy from you to give love in this way to your inner child. So it is easy and light for you, and it's such a gift for your inner child. And now you can let your inner child know that you are going to be exploring meditation today, and that you would like her or him to come along with you, to be a part of this. And let your inner child know that they are a valued part of your inner emotional world. And it will be good for both of you to gently explore meditation. You can reassure your inner child that everything is okay, and that this will be a delightful exploration for both of you today. And if at any time something isn't feeling okay, your inner child can speak up, and you will make the adjustment to what feels safe and right for your inner child. So there's nobody standing over you saying you have to do this or you have to do that. If something isn't feeling right, then you just sense into what's not feeling right, and you go ahead and make your own adjustment so that this program works for you and for your inner child. So now just extend your hand out for your inner child's hand, and let her or him place their little hand into your hand. And imagine the two of you walking together as we move forward in today's program. As you feel ready, inviting you to slowly open your eyes and bring that loving presence of your inner child with you into this moment. And you can do it slowly. There's too much in our world that is like jerking us from one thing to another. And by moving slowly with this, you can find those ways of bringing that presence of your inner child into what we're going to do next. So, great. All right, so now for the third part of what we're going to do today with the meditation is actually doing some meditation together. So I am going to present a traditional Tibetan Buddhist technique that I was trained in, and so I will walk us through this technique. And again, this is just a recipe that was made by people who were well experienced in meditation. But it's up to each own cook to use the recipe in the way that works for them. So if something doesn't quite work for you, I really invite you to feel the full freedom to do it in the way that works for you, in a way that feels good and feels safe and feels right for you today. And that could mean that you skip one part of it, or you change a part of it. So I'm offering you like an authentic traditional technique, and I invite you to use it in whatever way works well for you today. So this can really be in that space of exploration and in connection with your inner child and what your needs are, so that you can make this work really well for you today. All right, so there are 3 parts to this meditation technique. And normally what I do is just walk us through each part, and then we will actually bring all, so as I'm walking through the parts, you can actually try them out as I'm walking us through, and then we'll take a little moment, breather, and then we'll actually just do some meditation together. We'll just do a couple of minutes of meditation together. So I'm going to walk us through the parts. You can explore doing each piece as I walk us through. Then we will take a little breather moment, and then we will engage and do a couple of minutes of meditation together. All right. So the first of the 3 parts is having good posture. And so having good posture allows our body to flow better. It allows our breathing to happen better. It allows our energy to flow better. And it allows us to be able to have a sense of our own inner strength, our uprightness, our dignity, which is really helpful for being able to meet the challenges in life. So posture, having good posture, is really helpful for this. So I'm just going to walk us through these 6 points of good posture for meditation. So the first point is sitting upright with a good sense of your dignity, your head and your shoulders. And this isn't about being pompous. It's about that really grounded dignity of being a good human being. So connecting with sitting upright, having a relaxed uprightness. And some people have even said you might even like picture a string attached to your cowlick, gently pulling you up towards the sky. So it's an uprightness that has a sense of ease, and there's like no struggle or having to work hard. So a really ease-filled uprightness. The second point is taking your seat. So again, connecting with that sense of where you are sitting, like with where your bum is actually connecting with the chair or your cushion or your bed. So connecting with taking your sense of your seat. And some people have talked about this being like that sense of riding on a horse or sitting on a throne. So it's really like that sense of sitting and taking your place on this earth. So it's not like you're just sitting in some ambivalent cloud in the sky. You're actually taking your rightful place on this earth. And the idea is that this earth needs you. And so you really do have a place on this earth. So as you're taking your seat, you're connecting with really being in your place on this earth. And then the next point is arranging your legs. So if you were sitting on a meditation cushion, then traditionally you'd be sitting cross-legged. If you're sitting on a chair, then you can arrange your legs so that your feet are flat on the ground. You have that sense of connection with earth. Your legs are around hip width apart or shoulder width apart. So they're not pressed together. So many women have been taught to have their legs pressed close together. And I think this is all about this idea that women shouldn't take space in the world. And so I think that, it's really helpful to go ahead and spread your legs out, really have that good alignment, having them about hip width apart and taking your space in this world. So that's arranging your legs. The next point is your hands. And so in this technique, the hands are placed palms down on your thighs. And again, it's very relaxed. So adjusting them so that it feels relaxed. And the next piece is your eye gaze. So in this meditation, the eyes are open and gazing slightly downwards. The reason I feel that they're open is because this isn't about transcending or going off and being in some other place. It's actually about being here now. And so having our eyes open is really helpful for having that sense of, yes, I'm being present with my heart right now. So the eyes are open and gazing slightly downwards. And again, if something doesn't work for you, if you prefer to have your eyes upwards, that's fine too. I'm just giving you the technique as it was taught to me. So eyes open, downward, looking around 6 feet in front of you in a relaxed gaze. So you're not particularly focused on anything. Your eyes are relaxed. So you've got sort of a diffuse gaze. And then the sixth and final point of the posture is your mouth. And so you can allow your mouth to be slightly open, as if saying ah. And again, this is about relaxation. It's allowing your jaw to be relaxed as you're meditating. So mouth slightly open, as if saying ah. So you want to just take a moment to feel those parts of the meditation together. Maybe even as you're feeling these 6 parts of the meditation together, actually tuning into having a soft and open front, like having a soft, open heart, and a nice, strong, firm back. It's a really nice combination of being able to be open-hearted and also, having a nice, strong, firm back. So having good boundaries is like that beautiful combination of having good boundaries and real warmth and goodness in all your relationships. So now we're going to go into the second part of the meditation technique, which is working with the breath. So in this technique, the breath is the quote unquote object of meditation. So this is where you're bringing your attention to. It's the breathing. And so breathing is it's a natural process, and there's nothing forced. Like, you don't need to change your breathing in any way. Just allow your breathing to be however it is today. But just bringing your attention down to noticing your breathing, the breath as it's going out and the breath as it's coming in. Again, we're just bringing real gentleness and a lightness as we bring attention to our breathing. And sometimes I encourage people to connect with that air quality of the breath. It's not about paying attention to how your chest is moving. Um, it's more about connecting with that air quality of the breath. So connecting with that air quality of the breath as it's going out and diffusing in with the air of the room, and connecting with that air quality of the breath as you breathe in and bring, oxygenated air into your system. So just connecting with that air quality of your breath as it's going in and out. And then the third part of this technique is about how to work with the activity of your mind or thinking, especially in our day and age, especially if you're living in a city. Our minds are so active and just jumping from here and there, thinking about this and that, thinking about the past, thinking about the future. And a gift of meditation is that we are taking a short period of time where we are actually taking a break from having to think so much. And so when our mind is conditioned to be thinking so much, it can be challenging to slow it down, to help it to slow down. And so the way that we work with the thinking is that when you notice that you have been thinking, or when you notice that you are thinking, you can just simply return your attention to your breath. And if you get really lost in thought, like sometimes you get so lost, any of us get so lost in thought that we forget even we're in our body. We forget we're even like in the room. We are so lost in thought. And so occasionally when that happens, you can use an additional leverage technique of actually labeling it thinking. So you can say, I was thinking mentally. Just mentally say to yourself, thinking. And then you can return, check in about your posture, check through your posture, and then return your attention to your breath. And so this needs to be done in a very gentle, encouraging way. This is not about, oh, you bad person, you were thinking. Nobody responds well to being spoken to in that way. And so this is really about sort of being a good parent to ourselves, a good parent to our mind. And so it's with tremendous kindness that we are bringing our mind back to the practice, back to attention to the breath. So this is very important, especially for those who have been through abuse in relationships. It is so important to really cultivate a warm approach to working with our mind. So when you notice that you've been thinking, just simply bring your attention back to your breath. It can be very simple. There don't have to be, any storylines about that. Don't have to have any thoughts at all. It can be done in just a really simple, straightforward way. I was thinking, okay, I'm going to return my attention to my breath now. So these are the three parts of meditation, this meditation technique. So I'm now going to invite you just to let it all go and just to take a little breather before we do a couple of minutes of meditation together. Okay. All right. So what I normally do is just in a much quicker way, just go through those three aspects of the practice again. So as we begin our actual short meditation together, I'm just going to briefly go through um, the three aspects of this practice: the posture, the breathing technique, and the thinking, how to work with thoughts. And then we will do a couple of minutes of silent meditation. Um, I decided not to use a gong because gong sounds do not sound very good through these video internet connections. So I will just I'll just signal with my voice the beginning of the meditation and the end. All right. Okay, so inviting us to, again, to take a nice upright posture with good head and shoulders. As if a string was attached to the top of your head, gently pulling you up towards the sky. Taking your seat, sitting in the center of your chair, cushion, having that sense of taking your place on this earth. Arranging your legs. Again, connecting with that sense of earth beneath you. Legs shoulder width apart if you're sitting in a chair. Your hands palms down on your thighs. Your eyes open, gently gazing downwards around 6 feet in front of you with a diffuse focus, not particularly focusing on anything. And your mouth slightly open, as if saying, ah. Then gently begin to bring your attention down to your breathing, noticing your breath as it goes out, noticing your breath as it comes in. And whenever you notice that you have started thinking, just in a simple, straightforward way, bring your attention back to your breath. And if you get really lost in thought, then you can also occasionally use the technique that gives leverage by mentally saying thinking. And then returning, checking in with your posture, and returning your attention to your breath. So let's practice like that for a couple of minutes together, inviting you to begin your meditation now. So, inviting you to bring your meditation to a close. Really, really like to express my appreciation um, for all of you to engage in making peace in this world in this way. Um, Wise people have said that by creating peace within ourselves, we're actually creating peace in the world. Um, Many people believe that we are all connected. And so by generating greater peace within your own mind and heart, you're actually impacting the full web of life through this world. So just maybe we can take a moment to appreciate the work of peacemaking that we have done here today. And again, we are offering this peace that we have generated together to the citizens of the United States and for everyone that is impacted by turmoil, by frightening things in the world. They may not be in that position to be able to sit and meditate. So let us offer what we have been able to do today to help all of those who are in need. Thank you. Okay. So just to tie off that piece on the meditation, um, it is important to have a daily practice of meditation. It's like you know, brushing your teeth or working out at the gym. Like we do need to do it regularly to have that muscle of mindfulness. And so it can be just for a few minutes, but just to say that it is important to practice meditation every day, or close to every day, in order to keep up that workability in our mind. So so before we move into discussion, I just wanted to share a little bit about the Heal Your Heart Through Meditation program. After 2 years of development, which has been done in conjunction with the help of 42 trial participants, and that's over the last 2 years, I am finally opening up the Heal Your Heart Through Meditation program, which is a 7-week process for forming your own personal healing meditation. I'm now opening that up to anybody who would like to take advantage of this program. It's a very gentle, guided approach with small, easy steps for forming your own personal healing meditation practice. We get to learn supportive healing methods like the energy psychology, which we had a little taste of today and which many of you are already familiar with. We develop the relationship with the inner child, and we actively bring him in to helping to create the meditation practice that is really all about what you need and want. We go through a 7-day process to form your perfect meditation practice. And then I offer a process of 21 days of it's called a healing meditation challenge. And in these 21 days, I support you for meditating a few minutes every day for 21 days. And of course, the reason behind the 21 is that research has shown that it takes 21 days to form a new habit. And so by giving you that support for the 21 days, it's an opportunity to form a daily meditation practice. And I've had people in the past who have said years later that they continue to meditate daily after doing a meditation challenge with me. And then the final part of the program is a process for planning next steps after you complete the program so that you are well prepared for continuing your journey with meditation. And also, I just want to acknowledge that I know that people here have already probably been meditating and have a meditation practice. And this program is an opportunity to approach it in a lighter way, a less deadly serious way, a bit more fun way than other places where I've learned meditation. So it's a way of connecting with your spirituality in a more free and lighter and playful way. And on that note, I want to add that there has been a wonderful, wonderful improvement to the program that I'm so excited about, is that now it is a game. And so by working through the 7 weeks, just by completing your small daily home plays, you get to collect points and you get to earn spiritual treasures each week. And I've really I've let my inner child take the reins on developing this game. It's fun. It like the graphics are really fun and playful. I've run the graphics by people and they've said, "Oh, this feels so safe and so much fun." And so the game part of it, I think it's a very novel way of learning meditation and freeing up your own creativity for being able to form a meditation practice that can work for you, maybe even better than your current meditation practice. And I always completely encourage you to tailor it to what will work for you. So you may bring in pieces of your current meditation practice. And and within this program, because it's such a creative and fluid space, you'll be able to integrate what's already working for you and see how you might be able to engage that in maybe a new, fresh, more playful way, engaging your inner child. So, so that is what is available with the Heal Your Heart Through Meditation program. I've got it marked way down because I would like to help people who are wanting to meditate get started meditating, or to be doing a bit of a revision on their current meditation practice as part of sort of a new year. I mean, it's beginning of 2021 now, and I think it's a time of freshness and wanting to create beautiful things for ourselves in 2021. So I'm offering the program at a very substantially reduced rate for a limited amount of time, so that people can really create that foundation for creating a really beautiful 2021. I do think it's possible, even with the challenges that are happening in the world today. So I'm wanting to offer that. So and as well I'm also offering a small coaching group for people who are wanting to work with me personally as they go through the program. So if people are interested in that, they can just email me. So at this point, I'm going to bring the formal part of this presentation to a close, and so that we can move into having some time for discussion. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and for that, I'm going to turn off the recording.